We are live. It's Fridays with Sue and Steph. It is not Sue. So Sue is not here today. So I had to replace her with another curly haired, great looking glasses. I think I did pretty well.
You did very well.
Yes. This is Julie Freeman. She is joining us as our guest today, which is super exciting.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. Silverman.
What'd you say?
Thank you for having me, Mrs. Silverman.
You are so welcome. It's an honor. It's an honor and a pleasure. So today's topic is what sets your mind free, or what frees your mind. So I'm going to start. And so I probably have two things. I'll give one. Maybe I'll hold one back. So probably the best thing that frees my mind is swimming. So that is something where I don't know if it's the rhythm. I don't know what it is, but there is something, the rhythmic breathing. And so my head can just kind of go wherever. So a lot of times when I have like a really good idea or an epiphany, or I've worked through something, and I'll call my husband, or I'll call Sue, I'll call my business partner, and she's like, "Were you just swimming?"
That's
what. Yeah. So anyway, so that's one of mine. Jewel, what do you have? What frees your mind?
I think the biggest thing that frees my mind is hiking. I really, and I love just the fresh air.
Yeah.
I love being with friends.
Being with friends when you're hiking,
and it's just great. It's great.
What do you think it does? Why? What is it about that?
I don't know. I just feel like you have different conversations when you're hiking with someone, one-on-one.
Yeah.
In a group, of course, it's always fun, especially when people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think it's like, is it something you crave?
Oh yeah. I look forward to, I go to Arizona in the winter.
Oh, okay.
I look forward to doing that. And it just helps me really regroup too. And I get out of the snow.
Well, that's also true. So the one I was going to hold back, the one I was thinking about was hiking. That was my other one.
I didn't mean to,
No. I feel like it is something that just, it again, it airs you out. And there is something about seeing things that are bigger than I am. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Oh wait, that is so funny. It looks like we have a guest, maybe Jessica. Jessica, are you able to bring a guest on? Hold on.
Rachel.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
That's so funny that I was talking about hiking. Stephanie.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Rachel. So we have another guest. We have Rachel Green, who is in from, do you want to say where you're from?
Tucson, Arizona.
And that girl does not get out of bed this early for anything.
God,
what a nice surprise.
So this is one of Julie's, if not the hiking buddy.
It is the hiking buddy. When I go to Arizona,
the GPS.
Oh my God. GPS for sure. But I love it. Rachel makes my 3-month stint just amazing. And Rachel and I go back. We went to the University of Texas together.
Are you supposed to do like this or something? What's the
horns, man?
The horns. All right, Rachel, what frees your mind? I think I know what you're going to say, but I don't want to assume.
Well, I would say hiking also, just being outside, walking. But I'm almost the opposite of you, Stephanie. I think sometimes it's the smaller things, like the birds, like the, hummingbirds, or, I don't really love rattlesnakes, but I do find them, I want to see them before they see me. I do find them fascinating, like just discovering. We saw deer the other day. I know you have a ton of deer, but it was just like we saw a bird go into a bush and then there were 2 deer in there, so that. And I like silence. I like to be in my house with no sound.
Mm-hmm. I love that too. That's a fascinating, yeah. And again, it frees your mind. And if anybody wants to put anything in the comments, like what they're thinking, like, what frees your mind? And I think it's such an interesting topic, especially in the pandemic when we are so bogged down and so in our heads. And maybe it's some of those things. It's interesting, Rachel, your comments about like the birds and are those all things pre-pandemic? Like, do you find have you noticed different things now, or it's all the same?
No, I'm a slow hiker, and I'm always like looking around and things like that, because like in this case, the deer, we would have just passed it.
Yeah.
Past them. And it's fascinating for me to think how many things are out there that I don't see.
Oh, that's so deep. I don't know if I can go that deep. That's
deep, I just need
animals.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's very interesting. And I wonder if some of it has come with age. I was a kid who my grandfather they lived 2 blocks away, and he was a really early riser. Makes you look like a late riser today, Rachel.
Okay.
And so my mom tells stories about like she would open the door to get the newspaper on Saturday morning. And my grandfather would like fall in the door because he was just waiting for someone to say it was okay to come in. And he would take us to what he called the woods when we were little. And if I went back, it was probably, I don't even think it was the size of, say, the Beechwood sledding hill, Julie. It was like, you went up maybe like 4 feet, but we called it the woods, and he would take us there. And that was kind of our outing. But it's funny, we didn't take the kids, unlike, and we can talk about this, Rachel, like your kids grew up in the canyon, right? You're right across from, oh, they did not? I thought you took them.
We did when they were little, but now it's like, every 6 months, maybe.
Yeah. It's funny. Like I've romanticized it. Like I think, oh, like I wish we had taken the kids hiking. Like I follow all these hiking groups now, and I watch people and they're like, where's the best place to take my 7-year-old, or first backpacking with my 7-year-old? Like he wants to really do the AT. So I just saw this yesterday. I thought, oh my God, that is such a gift to teach kids the value. I mean, look how well the parks have done during the pandemic, and like you can't find parking anywhere. I'm sure Sabino Canyon, which is by you, it's insane. You probably get there faster walking over to the canyon than trying to park there.
Now we're getting too hot.
Now, right.
It doesn't walk to the canyon.
No, I'd rather walk in the canyon.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Do you think, Julie, did you love hiking? Was it something you did as a kid, or is it a newfound, like that's freeing as you turned into an adult?
No, we never did that as a kid. We always went to the coast, the Texas coast.
Yeah.
With a bunch of families. In fact, I was just visiting my parents after 2 years. It was amazing. Hi, Mom and Dad, if you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just love it.
Okay. So Michelle Johnson, maybe we veered too far off. Michelle's asking what the topic is. So the topic is what frees your mind. So if you joined us late,
they like, what the heck?
What are these women talking about? I don't even know what they mean. So we were talking about, my first one was swimming, and then we migrated into, Julie said hiking, as did Rachel, and noticing the little things in nature, and the sounds, which is funny, right? It's the little sounds, and it's also the silence.
Right.
Which is so funny. No worries, Michelle. It's, it is such an interesting thing. And I wonder, I'm thinking in the context of teens, I wonder what it would be such an interesting thing. Like, what would your teens say? What do you think frees their minds?
I don't think it's ever free.
Oh,
okay. I think
not my youngest.
Yeah.
In this day and age, unfortunately, I just don't know if teens' minds are so free.
Yeah. It would be so sad. I wonder if that's something. Yeah. Like, how do you? What's funny? I mean,
not all teens.
Yeah. But look, we're just saying how some of this didn't come till being an adult, and also figuring out what frees your mind. I'm not sure they don't have those things. I just wonder if they know how to tap into them.
Yeah, I don't think I did as a teenager. I mean, I didn't hike. I did school and extracurriculars. I can't think of something that in high school I could say freed my mind.
Yeah.
Other than not doing my homework.
Right. Well, and I wonder now, like when they're on their screens, or they're like, I can't imagine that even like scrolling through Instagram would free their mind. I think it would do the opposite. Okay, we have a comment from Joni Berger, a Clevelander. Okay, but is freeing your mind waking yourself to possibilities or calming your mind?
Oh, leave it to Joni Berger.
She's so deep. She is so deep. Okay, so I want to think about that again.
Wait, will you repeat that, please?
Yeah, let's put it back up again. But is freeing your mind waking yourself to possibilities or calming your mind? So I guess I'm going to say, for me, it's actually, and maybe you don't have to pick, but I would say it's more the possibilities, because that's what happens when I swim or I hike and I think, oh, well, what if we did this? That's often where I get my ideas, because I'll be maybe trying to work through a problem in my head and I realize I've come to the solution because I've been able to, like you said, Rachel, it's the silence. Like everything else gets quiet. So maybe it's both, Joni. Maybe it's calming. Okay, wait. Sheila Margolis has a good one. Let's put that up. A bath with a good book.
Nice. You know, I used to read so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess after during the pandemic, I just didn't feel like reading. So I started picking up my knitting again.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I have found that when I listen to music and I knit, it's the best.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, we have another comment from Joni. This is a really good one, too. Listening to the water at the shore calms me. Protesting awakens my mind. Okay, so there's the contrast. That's right. Yes. Well, I think it's so interesting because they are different pieces of your mind. And maybe it's just what you need at the time, right? Maybe it's like, maybe there are times where we need the quiet.
Yeah.
And there are times when we need the possibilities, right? So, I mean, how many times do you hear somebody say, like, I couldn't see my way out, or I couldn't figure it out, and I couldn't figure right. And then something changes, right? And they start to awaken to what those possibilities are. Like, what are those? And that's, again, I mean, I think it's a great teen topic is, how many times do we say to our kids, like, there's always a solution?
Mm-hmm.
I say that to my kids all the time.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm. Always a solution. It may not be what you hoped it would be, and it may not be, and it may take some time to get there, and it may take some work to get there, but there is always a solution, like you want them to see those possibilities. It's very interesting. Anything else? Okay, so we've talked about reading, hiking, the calm, the shore, that sound.
I do a lot of essential oils.
Oh.
I have a diffuser. I have 3 diffusers, all about all around my house. And each of the essential oils that I use is really a different if I'm feeling a certain way, I use a certain essential oil. Yes.
And does that calm you? Is it like a
Yeah, like this morning I did what did I do? Oh, I did lemon and lime, and it smells like Sprite.
That's good. Oh, wait, we have one here from Ijipi. I hope I said your name right. That's beautiful. Okay, sitting on my back patio, watching the birds fly from tree to tree, Rachel's nodding, while enjoying a nice cup of tea. Very calming. That is lovely.
I want to know.
Can we come sit with you?
So we can come sit with us.
Exactly. Right. How close are you? Let's MapQuest that. There is something, right? I mean, it's funny, right? That theme of nature and outside, and it is really not something we take for granted. I think, especially like I said, in the pandemic, I think there is like how many people do you know, like they could not, I'm thinking back not only to the parks, but even getting like outside gear, like you couldn't get a kayak, you couldn't get a bike, right?
You can't still get a bike.
No. Oh my God.
In fact, had to go somewhere else so Michael Freeman could buy a bike.
Oh my God. It's insane.
Nothing here.
I know. Well, here's what I'm going to say as we lead into the weekend. I hope that we can all find those moments of peace, find the things that quiet our minds or maybe quiet our soul and awaken our mind. I don't know. I have to think about that. Rachel, thank you for getting up at the crack of dawn.
It's only 7:30.
so fun.
So fun. Julie, thanks for sitting in for my curly haired, great glasses looking partner.
Anytime.
Everybody have a safe, fun weekend, and we will see you next Friday.
Happy Friday.
Bye, guys.